What is up, guys? I am Joey here. Happy New Year. 2021 is here and a whole new unboxing. First video of the year. I had a week off because I uploaded every single day up till Christmas. I have a lot of videos coming. I have so much coming, but we have our first video of the year and last video from this particular company. First for figures, Mario on Yoshi has arrived, and we are today gonna unbox it, review it, and I have heard so many bad things about this statue. I'm really hoping that mine is good, but the main thing I've heard, and my main concern, is I actually want to keep this statue for my collection. I'm not going to be selling this statue like I haven't done with my Zeldas, so I want to keep this one. And I've heard so many bad things about the blue around Yoshi's mouth. I'm praying to the statue gods that mine is not that bad, because it has been in the box well over a month and I really haven't had time to unbox this. But today we have time, we're going to unbox it, we're going to review it, we're going to do the whole works, the whole shebang, so let's get to it. So here we have the box. This is, I think, by far the biggest box I've had from First for Figures, definitely. I think the only thing that came close is Majora's Mask. Majora's Mask was really big, possibly the same size, but I believe this is heavier. This is so heavy. The poor parcel man, when he was carrying this to me, he was like, "Oh, can you help me?" So I had to give him a hand. So without further ado, we're going to crack this open. Of course, you know by now, on the front, the name of the statue, of course, the piece number, how many's in here, the product information, where it came from, of course, China, and it has the weights on the side. I'm not going to turn the box around, but it weighs 21.3 kilograms, and the gross overall weight of the parcel is actually 27 kilograms on the dot, so it's very heavy. Without further ado, we're going to get this open and we're going to talk about it. Let's go. So this box basically has an absolutely lovely box top, really nice. I'm really pleased with that. If this is going to be one of the statues that I actually do want to keep, I'm very pleased with that. That's really nice. So here we have the box. That's beautiful. I love the box. Absolutely love it. It's bright, it's colourful, just how you want a Mario box to be. It's beautiful. Obviously these protective wrappings actually have protected my box from getting wet, because my box was damp when I received it. Any box damage I'm not overly bothered about, as long as it's not completely ridiculous. Really nice. A big bash in the corner here though. But we're just going to get this plastic wrapping straight off. We're not interested in that. It's done its job. There we go. There we are. Mario on Yoshi Definitive Edition. Now, obviously, if you follow me, you'll know I've had like this very bad fallout with First for Figures, hence this being my last one. However, that is beautiful. That's such a nice box. I'm so happy with this box. It's so beautiful. So we'll obviously start with the front. We've got the big art of Mario here, Yoshi here. You've got the flags that come with it, of course, the Bowser flag, and then it turns to the Mario flag for the checkpoint. You've got the Yoshi egg, you've got the flowers, you've got the platform, you've got the base. Oh, I'm so excited to get this open, let's go. So, you've got other art pictures of the different areas of the statue here. Of course, you've got the 4 different areas, like I think they usually do have 4 each. So that's cool. all go to the back last. So you've got more art of different areas of the statue here. You've got different poses, you've got the Yoshi itself, you've got the egg, the Mario flag checkpoint, and of course the back, the Mario on Yoshi Definitive Edition statue, Mario and Yoshi, and the box contains the following: Mario and Yoshi resin, the highly detailed magnetic base, the 3 interchangeable flowers, interchangeable checkpoint flags, the magnetized Yoshi egg, of course, which actually comes off the base, and the authenticity card. So it's total to 1,200 pieces. This is. That's a lot of pieces for a definitive edition. Now they usually combine the definitive edition with the exclusive edition. I don't know whether they've done that with this. I will have to check. However, that's a lot of pieces, and I've got a relatively low number of 312, which, if you're into low numbers, which I used to be, I would have been reasonably happy with that. So anyway, without further ado, no more messing around, crack on with the box. Let's get this open. Let's get Mario and Yoshi out. So of course, my day 0 sticker, which I always get when I obviously need. Got a leaflet to tell us what's coming up, which I don't care about. Let's get this out. Wow, this looks incredibly heavy. There's the box. Of course, we'll pop that to the side for now. And let's open this incredibly heavy statue. So here we are. It's all finally out. It's really big. It's actually got 2 sides to this in the tape, which I will show you before opening this, because I can't open it like that anyway. But first of all, you've got the cards here, of course, as always, and you've got a cutout of, let's get this open. So with these particular statues, there is actually a way of taking them off. A lot of people go around the middle of the tape and just take the thingy off, but actually the way to do it is this: cut down like this. You cut down on the tape and the styrofoam like that, and then grab the piece that you've just cut down like that. So you can see that there. And then you take the tape off like so, and then that's obviously that's all off. So, and then of course the tape, you don't want to keep that, bin it, whatever. And then when you go to repack this, if you ever sell it, use box tape or any form of tape that's thick, like this type of tape. So anyway, so first of all, before we forget, we'll have a nice look at the 2 cards that you get with this statue. So you actually get 2 different types of cards. That's card number 1, which is the definitive edition card. And then there's your normal definitive edition card. So you actually get 2 definitive edition cards, which is a bit weird, but there you go. So there's your authenticity cards, definitive edition cards. Pop them there. Now, there they are. Perhaps should have opened it the other way first. This is the way they've come in the box. So you've got Yoshi, you've got one of your flags, you've got Mario here, you've got another flag, and you've got your egg. So this is actually the all your parts that go on top. So the bottom part, this down here, must be the base. So we'll get all these out. I perhaps should have probably got the base out first. But we'll get all these out and we'll have a quick look at these. Now, straight away I can see the blue on Yoshi. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it's a lovely, lovely resin. Really nice. Now you actually can't see the blue at all on that. And I will try and show you a photo of the blue, but it's actually, I'm gonna be honest, and you know me, I'm not overly 100% keen on first figures. It's actually not that bad. Some people's blue were really bad. This is actually really nice. I quite like it. Well, Alex said that the blue separated the green paint from the white paint to stop the overlay, because at the beginning there was just a line and he didn't like it. So he put the blue in the middle to separate the two. To blend it, yeah. So I really like that. It's really big as well. It's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. So I'm pleased with that. I'm going to gently put this down, and we'll get out the egg to go with Yoshi. So here's the Yoshi egg. That's beautiful. Look at that, Linz. That's so cool. That's wicked. Really like that. Not a fan though. Some of the green looks like it's been done and coloured in by a 3-year-old. And there's a hole on it as well. There's a hole here. And I'm presuming it's to make the resin breathable. And some of the overlay on the egg, the paint wise, is wobbly. It doesn't look circle. It looks like someone's drawn around it, but it's wobbled. Now these are all hand done, so you can't obviously expect everything to be perfect. So it's not bad, it's not bad. So next we'll get out this. What's this? We've got one of the flowers. Lovely. That's where they obviously had blue to use up. There's one of the flowers. Very nice. There's another flower. There's so many pieces to this. I will be honest. It does actually look really bloody cool. I really like it. So far, nothing major that's making me want to get rid of the statue like a few of their last ones. FYI, I just want to clarify this. This is now the only first figure I own. Everything else, Kirby, Spyro, Zelda, Link on Epona, both of them, Majora's Mask, the Daruni and the Fire Sage, Zant, all of them are gone. I do not own any. The only thing I own is the Breath of the Wild PVC. There you go. Another flower. So this is actually now my only first figure that I actually own, as opposed to before I obviously owned, I think including the PVCs, nearly 20. So next we'll get the flagpole out next. Oh my god, this is absolutely wicked. Look at that, that's ridiculous. Look at that, that's so cool. Brilliant, that's very cool. This statue as a whole is just so much bigger than I thought it was going to be. I mean, I know the box is big, and when I got it I was like, what the hell is this? But I really didn't think it was going to be this big. Right, so we'll get the other flagpole out. This is really making me want to play Mario. Can we play Mario? Yeah. So there's obviously the Bowser flagpole. So Mario jumps past this and then it turns into a Mario flag checkpoint, obviously. So far, there's absolutely nothing wrong with these flags whatsoever. Can't see anything wrong with these. Obviously, from a distance glance, I'm not doing my usual very, very close inspection because there's no point with a big bright statue like this. And lastly, we've got, if I can get him out gently, wow, this thing weighs an absolute ton. We got Mario. Absolutely looking amazing. There's a mark on his mustache. Not enough though, not enough. That looks really cool, look at that. It weighs a ton. It's so heavy. Feel how heavy that is? No, you're gonna need 2 hands. Don't grab it with just one. Weighs a ton. Can you see the mark on his mustache?
Yeah, you can feel it too.
No, surely from a distance it shouldn't be too bad though. So this is Mario. So I wanted to point out a few things on this. I mean, this does weigh an absolute ton. But Lindsay just made the point of, you can actually see it, the black separating these, like his little dungarees. It's slightly blacker, closer to the dungarees as opposed to his chest here. So it's slightly blacker. Also, on his mustache, there is actually a mark on the end right here. Now you might not be able to see it, but it is quite there. You can see it actually. Here, that's not a shine. The bit above is a shine. The bit below it's not. It's paint that is an odd colour. It looks weird. It looks like ingrooved, and it's quite bizarre. But overall, other than that, looks really cool. Looks really cool. Obviously, you're not going to be able to see it unless you're as close as this, which most of the time you won't be. You'll be looking at it from afar, but it is really nice. So I'm not going to lie to you and say it's not. I'm just, I'm reviewing the statue. I'm being picky. So yeah, that's actually it for everything on top of the base. So now we've got to get the base out from underneath. Of course, we want to do that. So again, cut down. So I'm going to cut down on this to cut the tape. I hate to say this. This is actually one of the best statues I've received in a long time so far. Hopefully there's nothing on the base that makes me change my mind. So far this is really nice. I mean, don't get me wrong, this wasn't a cheap statue though. It looks very basic, but it wasn't cheap. So, get the rest of the statue out now. I'm just going to gently take this off to reveal the base, which is looking sick. So, let's get all this paper off. I'll always recommend keeping what they sent you. Holy, oh my god. That's the biggest base I have ever seen ever. That's ridiculous. How the hell am I gonna get that out? Can you take this way? Because it's heavy as fuck. Holy crap. That is a big base. I'm sure this was meant to come away. I'm sure that was meant to come away. So you could have just this. It's not removable. That's annoying. That's really annoying. Because I wanted to be able to take it out, and if I wanted to place it on the side, I wanted to be able to place it on the side. That's annoying. Okay, never mind, doesn't matter. Right, so it's time to put this statue together. I've just obviously had to get this out of the box. It was so heavy that I had to actually move the camera back to get it out, so it's out now. First thing I want to say about this is I thought this middle piece was separate. It's not. Doesn't come off. It's glued in. It kind of, yeah. It looks like glue. I was gonna say like silicone stuff, but it looks like glue. And it's kind of the line that it's been glued in with has been painted around. And I'm not sure whether I like that because this is incredibly big. And for most people, big is better. But a lot of people, including myself, who I've now got a games room dedicated for stuff like this, it's kind of too big. And I'm now going to have to find its own table, because it's literally, this is taking up my entire coffee table, and it's so heavy as well. This thing literally is the weight of the statue. But anyway, we'll talk about more of that in a minute. We'll now put the statue together, so because obviously we want to see this together. So again, looking over Yoshi, the blue, I'm not really a fan of the blue. However, I'm kind of just gonna be like, yeah, fine. Wonderful. That actually went in really nicely. It actually went in incredibly nicely. I'm going to be honest. That was a lot better than the other statues I've received. Now, inside Yoshi, where his shell's meant to go, it's all black. Don't know whether I like that, but that looks good on there anyway. So we're now going to put Mario on, because Mario needs to go on. Mario goes like that. These all, of course, have their own little big pegs with resin around the peg, but this time, instead of a thin little cube, it's actually quite thick and quite big, and I like that. So we now have these little flowers. We have 3 of these, 2 blue and a pink. these just slot into the side, so there's like little holes here, here, and here for them. So that just goes in there, like so, just like that. Only tiny little pegs, so they also look like they break literally like a twig, so be careful with them. Doesn't go in very well, and it doesn't look very good on the hole either. Doesn't matter. So that's it. There's the statue. Now you've got the flags and the egg. So you can choose where you want to put these, which is one thing I do really like. All of this back, these two on the front are magnetic, and they're actually quite hard magnetic. So it's actually magnetic all the way along the back. So it's not magnetic up there. So you can pop the egg on the back, or if you want to pop it on the front like that. So, or you can pop it in the front like that without snapping the flower. And then you can pop this whatever way you may like. So pop that over there, and then pop the Bowser one like so. Or you can have the Bowser flag on the front, but then it covers half the statue, so more than likely like that. So there you go, that's it all set up. There's your statue, there's your one card, there's your other card. Really, really nice statue, and it pains me to say it, actually, it's actually really good, really good. I'm actually trying to look for things wrong with this, like obviously you have to do in a review. You look for things that are wrong, and I genuinely just cannot see anything other than the mustache. There's the splodge on the mustache, and I still don't like the blue, even though my blue's better than a lot of people's blue. Other than that, I just can't find a problem with it. So that's it. That's this statue. It's really nice. So let's talk about Mario anyway, because we haven't really spoke about him. The hat, awesome. The pose, I love it. Oh, there is actually a smudge on his hand. It's a scratch. It's actually quite bad, I've just noticed. That's quite bad. I'm going to try, I don't know whether that's glue or a scratch. I'll try and get that off, but I don't like that. The back's perfect. Pose is couldn't have got a better pose for me. It's really good. Yoshi looks adorable. He looks so cute. His arm pose, he looks well happy with life. He just looks so cute. The flags are an added great idea. I really like it. Obviously in the game, you run past a Bowser flag and it turns to a Mario flag, which is a checkpoint. The flowers are just there on the game. You don't really do anything with them. The cards are nice. I really like the back of this one. That's just a really nice effect. The other one's just got first figure on the back, and it's got authenticity and some writing. So the cards are really good. The flowers are good. They're a good addition to fill some gaps. The flags are another added addition. I like the egg. That's something really cool. I always remember the eggs from Yoshi's Island, so that's really cool. I just really like it. I just really, really like it. I just love the expressions on both their faces. They match. Oh, she's going to bed. I just can't find anything wrong with this statue. So, going into the end of the video, is this a 10 out of 10 statue? No, only because of the few little flaws that I can find, and the size of the base is not to my preference. However, if it was just this, I think I would complain that I don't have this amount of room, so you kind of really can't complain with the use it's made with the resin. The usage it's made with the amount of resin you've got it's used every corner of it. So, because obviously you've got the flags on the back, you've got the egg on the front, and you've got the flowers, and then you've got this side for your cards. So I do think they've made really good use of the resin if you've got room for this. I am going to make room for this because this is now the only resin I own. But is it just worth this amount. I can't even remember how much I paid for this. It was that long ago. I think it was $684, but I will put it up on screen. And it was actually it was either $50 or $75 shipping for this, which I actually thought was really, really reasonable. I really, really thought that was like, well, that's quite cheap, considering the size of this and the weight of it compared to other resins I've bought in the past. So really reasonably priced, especially with the amount of resin you get for your money. It's the base, like again, it's good, it's simple, I like it. It's a bit big, but it makes use of the room. The pose is good. These added extras, the flowers, the flags, the egg is brilliant. The pose is brilliant. I honestly can't find anything wrong apart from the mustache and the mark I just found on the back of the hand. But of course that is going to bring it down. I usually bring it down from a 10 out of 10, and each floor I find I bring it down by 1 mark. But I actually don't think it deserves to be brought down by too much because of how nice all of it is as a whole. I'm actually going to, just before we go and give my final out of whatever, that's the size of it in comparison. So this of course is a Nintendo Switch Joy-Con controller. I usually do an amiibo, but I actually can't find my amiibos, so there it is. So it's really big. There's your controller on the table, flat, like laid up. So it's obviously that high. That's just base number 1, and then you've got another base number 2, and then you've got the rest of it. So it's really quite big. It's really big. It's really reasonably priced. It's just the base. The size isn't to my taste, but I really can't complain with how they've used the room, like I keep saying. So I'm actually gonna give a final review. I'm actually gonna give this statue a 9 out of 10. Why I'm gonna give it a 9, even though I found 2 flaws at the moment, is I actually really like it. I'm not gonna lie, I really, really like it. So I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. The blue isn't as bad as it is on others though. Some of the blue on the overlay is really bad. It almost covers the whole cheeks. So, which is a shame for a lot of Mario fans, that mine's actually quite good. I say quite good. It should never ever have been like this, because on the pictures we were shown on the production piece, it had no blue, it didn't have any. So I don't know why they added it. I know why it was to blend, but I personally think that they were getting a few overlay spews and it was just to kind of make it easier for them. So, but anyway, never mind, mine's not too bad. Hopefully yours isn't too bad as well. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think of this statue. Is it worth your money? Well, it's a lot of money to spend on a resin at the end of the day. At this moment in time, I would only say no because money's tight for everybody. But if you love Mario, you love Nintendo, this would be absolutely a centerpiece for you, definitely. So that's it for this video, guys. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of this statue. Have you guys ever had any problems with first figures in the extent that I've had? I'm going to be honest, this is going to be more than likely my last statue. However, I do have 300 or 400 points to use, 300 or 400 pounds of points to use, so I have like a statue for free. So I might get a free statue depending on how I feel. Let me know in the comments. What guys do you want me to review? Let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think. Do you think it deserves a 9 or a 10? Or do you think it deserves lower? Let me know that in the comments as well. I hope you're keeping safe, guys, in this quarantine period in the UK. I hope you're keeping safe in the rest of the world if you're watching elsewhere. Thank you so much for joining us. Please do subscribe, as my channel is now predominantly Pokemon. However, of course, as you see with this and my pops and all my other bits that I do on my YouTube, I am very broad, very, very open to new ideas. So let me know in the comments as well if you want anything new. Thank you so much for watching. I am Joey, and I hope you have a great day, guys. Thank you so much.